So we're back on the build. Now I am trying to get these pistons looking a little bit better. I sprayed some carb clean on them. They're kind of getting there. I got a scrape though. I think this is either carbon or bars leak. I can't really tell, but yeah, I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like. But you know, I'll give you a little bit here. So yeah. So I mean, it is coming up, but yeah, pretty crusty. So I'm gonna need both my hands here. I'll be back. So there it is, nice and clean compared to yucky. Peoples, we got 1, 2. Now we just gotta go 3 and 4. So we got 2 more. I brought up the cylinders with the drill, so they're down there, and those are up here. So get them cleaned off, and I'll show you what everything looks like. All right, so here we are. We got a little bit of crust back in that one by accident. I didn't mean to. I got that one clean. That's the last one to do. Just that one there. So almost. There we go, people. So we got clean, 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 clean. It's pretty good. I think the rest will be fine with like some sort of a PEA or a Hest and like Behrman 12. So I'll run the Behrman 12 when I get the car fixed. But yep, there we go. All nice and clean. Oh. No, too dead. That's what I'm going to do so I can get the rest of that car. Alright, so here it is. We cleaned the pistons as best as we could. And yeah, so I cleaned off the head as well. Or not the head, but the head of the block. So I can put the, you know, head gasket on. So there we go. Nice and clean. Here, a little spin so you can see what a 2.0 looks like when it's spinning. Ready?
Yep.
Hold on. I gotta put this on 2. No, I gotta have it on 1.
It was working. Yeah, we got it.
And the drill is nice and hot and smoking and flashing. So
yeah, nice and hot and smoking and flashing.
that's what you want. But yeah,
smoking and flashing.
Motor spins, people. It's not locked. We're not locked here. Alright, let's go. Here we got the 2 bolts out. It was a 12 and a 13 for some reason on these bolts. I don't really know why they're 2 different sizes, but they are. So that's something to bear in mind just in case. But if you're going to take off the actual exhaust manifold, you got to take off this heat shield, which is they got 2 10s. You got a 10 here and a 10 on the bottom, and then you got a 13, a 13, and then another 10 right there. So these ones here are hard to get off because they're very hot and very small, and they like the round. So I'm not taking off the exhaust manifold at all yet, if I don't have to. And I'm just trying to get the cat off of everything because, yeah, what a mess. But yeah, so you just, there you go, pull it off, and then, oh my god, this is not light. Whoa, oh god. Okay, so we have a catalytic converter. Woo! This here is the exhaust connector gasket, or the exhaust donut gasket. As you can see, it's got like this metal kind of, I don't even know, like string in there. So that's part of how they make it, and the rest of it's just lead. So it's metal and lead put into a mold. I don't know where that came from, but enjoy your teeth brushing, sir.
I gotta brush my teeth because my brother smelled a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, people of the internet, this is the bottom of a 2.0 Lamborghini. We're looking at it sideways as I'm underneath the car, you know, but that's an oil pickup tube right there, and you know, that's the crankshaft and connecting bearings and rods, and oil pump is going to be in this area somewhere. I can't see it quite yet, but yeah, this is it's a crank. It's a 2.0 Lamborghini, I guess, but something like that, right? Now, if you look at what I'm looking at here, you can see the connecting rods and their various places and all that, and this here is the oil pump. That guy right there. So, yep, that would be your oil pump on a 2.0 Lamborghini. Right, so now we have an oil pan to look at. So, get the flashlight out. And, yeah, now the camera's going to focus. Okay. So, we got some floaters. Yeah, this camera's really struggling here with this. Hold on. Inside this pan here, there is some floaters. See that metallicness going on in there? Yeah, so there was definitely some issues, and I can see where the crank on cylinder 1 is definitely kind of fucked up. So the crank on this side here is scored really bad. So I can tell that the crank bearing on cylinder 1 or 4, whatever one, this one on this side and the passenger side, that one there was the problematic cylinder. Because of all that carbon buildup that was on the top of the piston, and because of the scoring on the crank. So we're at the point now where we're pulling pistons. So I have pulled out 2 of the connecting rod bearings, caps, and the bearings. It's broken here. It's pretty decently scored. It's not horrible, but you know, I'm scared to see what the one on this side is going to look like, because that's the bad one. That's the bad cylinder. So we're going to find out here in a second when we pull these out how disgusting they are.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to push them through the top. If you can push it, I'll grab it. Keep going, it's coming up. Keep going, it's coming up. I'm grabbing it, push it. Is it attached by something else down there?
No, it shouldn't be. I'm going to try the other piston.
Well, I got it came up about like maybe a ½ inch.
Now I got the tool stuff, so that's not...
Like maybe a quarter to ½ inch came up.
Yeah, so now we're at this point where we got 1, 3, 4. So you can see right in the motor, but I got one of the pistons out. It took a lot of work, but here it is. It's a piston. Yeah. And then here's the rod bearings. They look okay. They look fine, I guess. They're not horrible, but you see that, you know, right there? That's not supposed to be like that on those. So, yeah. Not amazing, but not horrible.
I'm right there, buddy.
Where at? Oh, shit.
You've got wrist pin slop. Your piston's starting to crack.
Oh my god, so I do need pistons. Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, because when I'm wiggling it in here...
So it did the Chrysler thing.
Yeah, because you notice how difficult this one is to slide?
Yeah. It's because it's got that slop. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, looks like I'm dropping $100 on pistons. Are the connecting rods fine, or do you think I should do rods too? Well, this project just got way fun.
Hey. Oh, those are all your rod bearings?
Yep, those are all the bearings.
That bearing got hot.
Yeah, I can see the discoloration.
I wouldn't be surprised if your rod end's stretched.
Okay. Well, that's fun. I can't find rods for this engine. Well, time to 2-4 swap it. Is that one better? That's not. I think they're all sounding pretty trash. This engine had oil starvation problems before I got it, if you couldn't tell. If the cam's any sort of indication of how well this was maintained.
Hey, buddy. Your wrist pin on this side was walking.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so you see how it sits flush on that side?
Yeah.
Then when I squeeze it over, you see how much of a lip there is?
Yeah.
Watch when I squeeze that side over, it sits flush.
Oh my
This
God.
wrist pin walked, so it was causing piston chatter.
Oh God.
This wrist pin did not walk.
Well, that's good. I had one good one. And unfortunately, that was the bad piston, I thought. So that had the most carbon.
Carbon ain't always a sign of a problem, though. Right now, I'm
Oh.
looking at your oil control rings. You know which ring's the oil control ring?
Yeah, it's the bottom one.
This triple set.
Yep. Yeah, it used to burn about 1/4 to 2 quarts between an oil change, and I changed my oil every 3,000.
Well, if you notice, you see how nice and big the other rings are?
Yeah, and how that one's not?
This one's almost stuck at full,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah, the rings were definitely shot. Yeah, that one there's got a massive ring at that middle one.
Because believe it or not, just a tiny hair of play.
Well, I'm glad you came over and looked at my shit, because I wouldn't have known all this. I usually just eyeball stuff and say, good enough.
Alex,
Yeah.
it's like 7:09. If you want time to play VR, you gotta go get your shit put in.
Okay.
Come back.
Well, thank you very much. You want a shout out in here? No. Okay. To resume and summarize what my friend was going on about. The engine is completely trashed. I have to start over. So I did all this for nothing, and unfortunately that is a risk of, an experimental car that you know nothing about, that's had 3 owners, one of them being a doctor, one of them being a grandma, and then one of them being a family man with 4 kids. So, yeah. This is the part of the build where I start crying. Alright, so final part of this part 2. This is going to be a 3-part series, I guess. So, I just got off the phone with my buddy's brother-in-law. So he has calmed my nerves. He said everything's fine. It's all normal. So here's all the piston rings and all the control rings. I took them off. And then inside that bath there is all the pistons. I'm just having them soak. So we're gonna see in a week what it looks like, and we'll reconvene. We'll have some real help here, and yeah, we're gonna bust out this project. I guess we're gonna have it done. Well, people, this is gonna conclude part 2 of the Dodge Stratus 2.0 Lamborghini build. At this point, I'm calling it quits here for the week, and we're gonna reconvene next week. Yep, we're just gonna send it with what we got, and if we can't, we'll just get new parts. So, yep. On that note, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the 3rd part.